The game's crashing fairly often on me, and we had a particular spot where it crashed while autosaving and corrupted some stuff. We managed to get out of it. A good suggestion to try teleporting with the debug menu got me out of a stuck spot where I couldn't move or do anything. But the main consequence we've seen so far is that it corrupted my maps. And so we've got a situation where previously I had explored a huge section of all of these cities and so on, and that all disappeared, and just the area immediately around me and the area up here are still explored. Everything else got filled in and is now being regenerated on the fly, and I'm not sure what's going to happen when I try to actually move or explore down in these areas I was at previously. So we've got things like this where a FEMA camp is kind of wedged right into a school, and I don't know, it's going to be a little weird, so we may have to take a trip down there and see just if the map even still works. There could be some other hidden consequences to that save error that occurred. So that's for a little bit further into this episode. I still want to do an immediate clear of the area around me. So I'm going to try to clear just enough room that I can work on these two vehicles here. Hopefully get some modifications done to that security van, get it loaded up with all the gear from this first vehicle, and then take off and hit the roads. So it's going to be some fighting for a while, then hopefully some peace and quiet while I really quickly try to get that new vehicle up and running. We'll just kind of play it by ear. We recently slept and then have returned to our base, and so we're in decent shape, and we're pretty well rested, so we're going to do some fighting and then kind of move on. Just to do a brief recap of the character in the series, this is the Drunk Master Mutant Challenge, and the way I've got it set up is I took a black belt profession, picked the Zui-Quan drunken boxing style of martial arts, and took the Drunken Master trait. In addition, I took illiterate, so that means I cannot read books for skill ups, can't use them for recipes, can't use computers, all that kind of stuff. So that's a pretty big change to my normal play style, and is making this pretty interesting and tough in various ways, so it's good for a change. We're also really keen to mutate, so we achieved pretty much perfection in our body and mind as the Black Belt Master, and have decided to mutate to try to find enlightenment, and so we're taking every single mutation we can get our hands on. I plan on actually crafting my own mutagens as soon as I can find or get this stupid game world to generate a mobile meth lab that I can rip a chemistry station out of. We toured the entire city area last night and came across one single mobile meth lab. It was wreckage, and the chemistry station was busted. So I'm a little torqued at the lack of mobile meth labs on the streets. Seems like any other game I play, when I don't need them, I run across them constantly. So we're going to try to do that, but we have found through some lab diving some pretty good mutagens. We've taken them, and you can see the list here. They all tie in really well with my combat styles, giving me bonus dodges and things like that. The character is pretty crazy. He's like at 1,500 kills on day... What are we at? Day 23? He's right around 1,500, I think, or maybe a little more. So he's just a real nasty killer in hand-to-hand combat, just using his bare fists, and all of those benefits really dovetail into it nicely. The fluffy tail gives me dodge, the fangs are great for combat, of course, strong lungs for keeping my stamina up. I'm really fast movement-wise. I'd like to go roller skating through the city streets. I've done a few of those, just strolling through town in the middle of the day and once in the middle of the evening. It's pretty fun to watch. A little tense when I come across shock zombies, but otherwise good times. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to try to do. Hopefully the save game is not just totally borked and corrupted, and we don't find that out after a few hours of play. So I'm going to try to get moving and make sure the map still works. Even if I have to re-explore it, that's fine. I don't mind that so much. I really don't want to abandon this run. Having a lot of fun with it. I am also pretty irritated at two things. I've already mentioned one, that is the crashing, and it's happening fairly often, and I'm seeing reports of other people getting crashes pretty often as well, so I think something changed recently in the experimentals that is triggering some of these, and I haven't been able to pin down just where it's coming from yet. And then the other one is, I think the wander spawns are still broken. I'm pretty sure they're still not obeying the evolution rules, because we're seeing just crazy amounts of necromancers, zombie masters, shocker brutes, just tons and tons of upgraded mobs. Even in the first few days and first week of gameplay, they're just saturating the cities, and it's just getting kind of ridiculous. So I think there's still something broken there. I may turn the wander spawns back off again if we start up another challenge, and I'll just tune it up, more difficulty in other ways. But we'll keep pushing on this one. So far we're still alive, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, so that's enough of the recap. Let's go ahead and get moving here. Here's the inventory. Haven't shown that yet. So pretty patchwork set of gear. It's all pretty much just stuff I found as we've been driving around, mostly from soldiers' body sites that I've grabbed stuff from. Got the firefighter belt and the Halligan bar, and everything else is just kind of thrown on. Got my rollerblades on currently, and everything else pretty average. We've got a pretty good supply of stuff in the back of our truck here, our vehicle, that we're going to be pulling out and swapping. And then last night we did achieve one of my major goals, and that was, by a miracle, after, I don't know, 15 or so garages, we did locate a welding cart that I can pull the welding rig off of to install in that vehicle. And that's such a big deal because it's super, super hard for me to increase on any of my skills because I can't use books to do it. So it takes a long process, and certain skills are just almost impossible to level up without books. So I was really, really hoping to find one of these, and we eventually did. So that I'm super happy about. Now I just need my chemistry station, and we're good to go. So let's do some killing. Yeah, I'm not going to change much there. No, I don't think, Lexington David, that the crashes are caused by PKs. I actually had several crashes when I was recording my long-term ongoing series, and the tutorial series is about as vanilla as it can get. I mean, all very, very vanilla standard start settings for new player-friendly gameplay, no heavy mods, no PKs or anything like that. And I also had crashes in my prison escape. So I don't think it's tied to PK specifically. I think it's something in experimentals that changed in the last week or so. It's just been happening this last week. Previous to that, I would have a crash maybe once a month, if that. It was very, very rare for me to see a crash. But now, especially, I mean, my recorded series, I only do a short amount each week. But for my live streams, I mean, I'm doing 8-hour sessions, and so I play this a lot more. So I'm sure the crashes seem a lot more frequent. But probably figuring into it just how much playtime I have in the live streams versus my other series, they're probably equivalent. So I think it's the experimentals. I think something's changed, and it happens more often when I'm fighting, but I've had it happen without any combat going on. It happened last night right after I pressed the autosave button, and it was in the middle of writing the save file when it crashed and kind of borked my save file. So I don't know. Hopefully somebody can figure it out. It's pretty irritating, but we'll see. Okay, so promise I'm done with all that recap stuff for now. We'll do another one in a few hours. Alright, yeah, let's get moving. So I'm going to stay on the sidewalk here with my rollerblades on, and we're just going to annihilate all these local zombies. Nothing I'm scared of. The only thing that worries me is shock zombies and electrical zombies. All the rest of them I can pretty much take apart. One other issue that we've encountered that is being discussed on the forums and such is this particular class has a special ability, essentially, where the big benefit for the drunken boxing is that I get unlimited counterattacks, and I get super high dodge when I hit something in combat. For the next round, I get a ridiculously high dodge value. And there are certain monsters and zombies that also have super high counterattack and dodge type stats. And if I encounter them, we get locked into this loop or spiral where I don't get any actions whatsoever, but they get to continuously move, hit, and attack me. And basically it just turns into an instant death spiral as soon as they get within range and our abilities lock together. So that's also being discussed, but if I do come across one of those situations, I'm warning everybody I am going to be closing out and reloading, because that's a broken mechanic, and I'm not going to deal with it. So, in particular, we've discovered cellar spiders, giant cellar spiders, very much do it, and I've had one close encounter with a wrestler, and I'm pretty sure they do it as well, because I saw a similar spiral happening. He broke the spiral when he picked me up and threw me away, which then broke the deadlock. So he basically saved my life by picking me up and tossing me. But it had started into the spiral when he grabbed me. So wrestlers and giant cellar spiders are currently on my do not engage list. Alright, so safe mode is off. Let's get killing. Got my nail knuckles ready, got my grenades. Should be pretty much ready to go. So show everybody an example of what kind of combats occur with this crazy character. It's all just standard zombies coming to me right now. Towards the end of last night, I had an unfortunate situation where just down to the southeast here, I holed up in a mobile gun platform to escape a shock zombie and some other zombies, and fired the gun off a few times, and like 200 zombies spawned in the area and started surrounding me. And I had to lead them away, so I don't know how many zombies are still in the area. I led most of them away, I think, but there could still be a really big pile of them. So we'll find out. Alright, zombies, come up to me, please. Alright, more and more. Still don't see anything dangerous on the list. You actually got a hit in. Occasionally when I miss a hit, if they hit me the next round, I don't get my big dodge bonus, so they'll occasionally get a hit in. It's funny when I get surrounded though and all my counterattacks go off and like 6 zombies explode all at the same time. Otherwise, these are all pretty easy. So my fangs are sinking in for 20 points of damage each. These are my counterattacks. When it says you lurch, your wild swing hits the feral runner for 43, 26. So between 25 and 50 is usually what the counterattacks are doing. And those are all completely free and unlimited. So if 8 guys surround me and all attack me, I get 8 counterattacks. Let me know if I forget to switch the mini-map on or off if you guys have a preference. I check it every once in a while. Alright, where are all you guys going? All these zombies. Oh, it's all frickin' blobs. Alright, blobs can wander away, that's fine. Come here, zombie. Alright, fine, I'll go to you. Alright, I do have auto pulp turned on, but as long as there are enemies nearby, it won't activate. I don't know where those blobs are going. They're in a hurry to get somewhere, off to the northeast. Just watching them kind of flow that way on the minimap. And they're still counting as... There we go. There's the auto pulp. Wondering when that would finally kick in. Alright, reset. What do we got? I don't care about 9mm ammo. Don't care about any of that stuff. 2 first aid kits I care about. I don't know who delivered those to me, but thank you very much. I think I'm climbing upwards of 20 first aid kits now. Okay, nothing else in the immediate area. A couple of blobs. I'm really hesitant to really wander around much. I don't want to pull things or get any of the mobs too excited. But I'm going to have to do some hacksawing and welding on these vehicles, and I need to clear the area enough that that activity doesn't draw too many things while I'm doing it. So many blobs all of a sudden. I'm not sure if that's from a slime pit has generated nearby when the map got reshuffled after the corruption, or if there's just a whole bunch of masters and other things that turn into blobs. I really do need to clear these stupid things. Oops, get back off the grass. Stop running. Get your stamina back. Alright, 7 in the morning. I'm really hoping I can get some of this done near term, so I can get some work done. I should probably throw on that raincoat that I found. Let's do that. Alright, let's swap our shoes out. Take off the rollerblades, wear the steel-toed boots, and let's shuffle some things around. Raincoat on the inside, please. Alright, encumbrance is getting up there a bit. I can't carry much of anything. Up to 10 first aid kits on me. Let's dump a few of those. Gotta remember to take some more alcohol. Alright, how's that? It gets me down to 17 out of 27. We'll go with it for now. And let's have some triple sec. What are we at? We're at tipsy. Let's have some more triple sec. We drunk yet? Ah, we're drunk. Alright, now let's go get them. Come here, blob. All my counterattacks killed the small blobs it generated. I've got the auto-save on a pretty short leash right now, so you'll see it pop up fairly frequently, and then I'll manually hit it as well on occasion. There it goes, crashed already. I saw an autosave fire off just before that, and it seemed like it crashed after the fight was over, so gonna get pretty old pretty quick. And I've tried reinstalling everything from scratch, flattened the entire install, started over, and that didn't fix anything. Hey there's Zek82, welcome to the channel, thanks for following. I know, it's pretty good. I actually got a hit in on me that time though. So many blobs. That's a little odd, not sure why it wouldn't show me streaming it. Let me check to see if I've got it listed as that game. Yeah, I do have the game category set for Cataclysm. Pretty much my standard settings. I'm not sure why it wouldn't be showing it. If it's not, and that's a consistent thing, that's a problem. God damn it! Alright, there was no fighting going on there. I was just trying to step to my right after I picked up that blob glob. This is going to be a short session if it keeps doing this. Alright, I think we're going to switch tactics. I'm going to try to leave the blobs alone. We'll see if I can get any work done with the blobs in the area. I'll just kill the one I'm standing next to and then back off. There it goes again. Okay, for some reason it doesn't like me picking up blob globs and then stepping to the right. That's like the third time in a row that the crash has occurred when I've finished the fight, looted the spaces, so the fight was definitely over because it let me pick up both items, and then as soon as I'd finished picking up, I tried to step to the right and it crashed again. Does it just not like me stepping to the right? Let's try killing it and not picking up blob globs. Shocker zombie. Where's the shocker zombie? That's exactly the kind of thing I don't want to deal with. Well, I can move to the right with no problem as long as I'm not fighting stupid blobs for some reason. Alright, blob, you are too close. I do need you to go away. Alright, I'm not going to pick up blob globs this time. Alright, let's set a new autosave. Alright, let's do an experiment. I know there's a couple of zombies up north, but I'm going to try to hide in the back here and see if I can do any hacksawing, rip some things out of this, and see what kind of attention I get. That's really my only goal. I just want to get this thing modded, get my inventory transferred over, and then I'm going to leave this area. Maybe getting out of this city area and getting to a new map section will clear up something. Alright, so this is a pristine condition security van. That's why we're going to switch over to it. So my armored car is in pretty rough shape, and it would take a ton of energy to try to repair all of this frame damage and plating damage and or replacing it. So I'm not going to have the luxury of high skills to allow me to do solar panels and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to switch vehicles. And this is a little bit larger as well. I'm going to rip this wall section out here and to use it and switch all of this stuff back here to storage spaces. Throw in my welding unit and hopefully that chemistry station and I'm golden. So after that I think we'll be good to go. But this is one of those pristine condition, 100%. So I find these occasionally next to jewelry stores, the perfect condition ones, and also occasionally I find cars in sealed garages for houses that also are in perfect condition. About the only two times I've ever seen perfect condition vehicles in the game. So let's see what we can do here. Hanging out in the rain. How's my morale? Should be good enough to do some work. Let's do something simple. Let's just try to rip out this trunk. 27 minutes. And it's going to make whatever noise, and we'll see what it draws to me. Alright, we got it out, and just a blob on sight, so that's no problem. Whoops, what did I rip out? Not the trunk, apparently? Did I rip the roof out? I ripped the roof out. Oh, that's no good. Alright, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I don't need the jump seat. I'll leave the aisles temporarily. All these trunks are coming out. Actually, I've got 6 cargo spaces in my current vehicle, so I'll probably just make all 6 of these back spaces cargo. And then I'll use maybe these 2 for... I don't have to think about this because I've got these. I'll put the chemistry station here right behind the driver's seat so I can use it to cook without moving. I'll put probably the welder right here. I think I'm going to make all 9 of these, or all 9 of these cargo spaces. That way I never have to worry about it again. I'm only planning on using those 2 tools, the welder and the chemistry station. I don't have plans for anything else. And that still leaves me some spaces up here. I can throw a UPS if I ever get that far for electronics to be able to install those kinds of things, and then whatever here. So yeah, that should be good. So I'm going to rip all of this stuff out of the back. All these trunks are coming out. Can't believe I pulled the roof off. That was just silly. Just need my welding gear, and I can put the roof back on. Alright, we'll get that in a second. I think I'll leave the rest of that the way it is for the moment. Let's rip out... I'm going to leave all that alone until I get all the cargo spaces in. That's the most important thing, so I can do the rest of the work somewhere else. Once I get the cargo spaces in and the fuel transferred, I could immediately move this somewhere and a lot quieter and do my work there. No, I don't know what could be spawning that's causing the issue, especially given the disparity in the game styles between my various series. Alright, so we did manage to get all that stuff ripped out, so I'm happy about that. Oh, we had gold and silver in there as well? Oh, that's weird. I don't remember pulling that out. Alright, where's my goggles? And let's go ahead and... Why aren't you showing the... Oh, because it's not an inventory item. We'll drag that up here just in case I need it. And let's go grab this rig here as well. Alright. Okay, I've got multiple welders and acetylene torches. Let's grab a welder and a welder. Alright, this will be the first real test. Let's put the roof back on. Heavy duty roof. Yeah, it was the roof I took off. Alright, 48 minutes of welding. We'll see if we get interrupted. This will pretty much determine whether this is going to work with the existing zombies in the area. I'm coughing heavily, but I think I'm going to get through it. Nope, do the welder. Alright, so I think we're going to get this done. Oops, feral runner coming for me. Nope, that's the zombie, and feral runner way down south. So I did attract some attention. Ooh, acid zombie too. Ooh, okay, more than a little. Here comes a group. So, apparently I made enough noise, and now I've got a group coming to me, including a brute and a acid zombie. Let's take off the boots, wear the rollerblades, skate away slightly, and we'll start tossing some sticks at this guy here. Alright, that's the big one I cared about. How many sticks have I got left? 3. So the big thing to notice here is the speed of my movement. So right now I'm walking, and I'm doing 57 movement points per space, where normal movement's 100. And that's just me walking. So I'm vastly faster than everything while I'm wearing my rollerblades on this hard surface. So I can basically just dance around this stuff pretty easily. I just want to grab... Oh, except for the grabber. He reached out and grabbed me. The grappler, I mean. Good job, grappler. Alright, ideally I'd like to throw some sticks at that brute. I don't want to get knocked back a ways. Alright, how are you doing? Heavily injured? Alright, now I'm not worried about the rest. God damn it. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. I wish I could figure out what's triggering it, because it seems to happen when the fight's done. And I can't 100% say it's not the corrupted gameplay from the problems we had yesterday. But if I can't even get through standard fights like this, there's not really a point in continuing. Alright, when did it save? No, the auto pulp's not supposed to kick in if there's any zombies nearby, so the auto pulp wouldn't have been kicking in any of those circumstances. And I was having issues long before I turned on the auto pulp. I'll turn it off again just to be careful about it, but is it this one? I'll turn it back off again, just temporarily. That would be an action that I guess that it would check for the logic of right after something, a body dropped, so it could be a factor, I guess. So I've got it turned off. Let's go change the other setting as well. Alright, we'll see if that stabilizes it any, but it's a good suggestion. Even though I've got it turned off, it may be checking the logic every time a body drops nearby, so, and that might be triggering something. Makes as much sense as anything else I can think of. Alright, so I got the things torn out, but I hadn't installed the roof yet when the auto save went off. I also hadn't grabbed my welding gear yet. I think that's all I care about. Alright, we got the roof on, and there's a feral runner coming. Come on, feral runner, get over here. I manually pulped that one. Harmonica, let's grab that. Nothing else in the area yet. Alright, so we got the roof back on, so it's all identical except for the aisles. Next up, I'm going to need to start emptying some spaces if I'm going to start transferring cargo spaces, so I'm going to have to unload my inventory. I think I'm going to go back to just putting it all in one pile for now, and then I'll sort it into various piles when I get everything installed in the new vehicle. I think that'll be fastest. So we'll just do all to here. This will take some time. What the hell? The hell did that just do? Just moved everything over to this other pile. I didn't give it that kind of a command. That was weird. Alright, we'll keep trying to move things. Alright, we got that part done. Now all of you guys. Get down here, get out of my car. So I'm trying to pulp the space to the northeast of that, or northwest of that zombie I just killed, but it's asking me if I want to stop moving items. Things are really broken. I'm not wanting to move items. All I gave it the command to do is to pulp. So something is really broken. Oh man. Wow, I'm really not hitting this guy much. Even my counterattacks are only doing 6 damage and 2 damage. Huh. And there it went down again. I think we might be screwed. I think we might be screwed. I think I've got a compounding effect going on here where the normal crash problems I've been seeing are being compounded by something really goofy with my game after that crash during the save. This is not cool. I don't want to just keep doing the same cycle over and over and over again and not have any progress. I'm really kind of concerned about that hole I'm trying to pulp and it's moving items. That's bugging me more than just about anything else right now. Alright, welding rig's in. Seeing a lot of activity on my map. All blobs. Looks like it's pretty much all blobs. It's not doing that mystery moving items around again. Go somewhere else, blob. Alright, yes, I see a blob approaching. Fine, Jesus. Yeah, it's getting stuck in these procedure loops. Now, it's still trying to pick things up and move things while I'm actually moving. Come on, you. Get over here. Little tiny steps. I just want to get the vehicle done enough that I can leave this area and see if I have problems elsewhere. I didn't tell you to pick anything up. That's why I'm getting confused. It's like it's getting stuck in certain modes. So I did not issue a pickup command there. I just told it to move into the back of my vehicle. And the blobs are now swarming. For no apparent reason. Get out of my vehicle, stupid blob. So I find it amusing that it can handle that. A million counterattacks just occurred and they all died in one sequence. But it's crashing for weird other reasons. Come on, just get everything out of the vehicle. No, it's a lot of stuff. Takes time. Takes hours to move this single space. Alright, so I got everything out on the sidewalk. Go away, big blob. Another save. This one's too close. Alright, let's rip out some cargo spaces. Alright, very hungry, very thirsty, and tired. Just gonna leave everything here, I think. And got pretty dark pretty quick. Let's see here. Pretty much all my food sitting right here. Let's have a lemon lime soda. Multivitamin. Getting pretty low on my clean water supply. I'm also getting pretty low on my food supply. I'm not sure I'm going to get all this stuff done before I have a food issue. Alright, now we're back to the where do I sleep problem. Back towards the bank is unfortunately towards these big hordes that I had a problem with previously. Let's go check it out. Whoops. Take off. Oh, I'm wearing my boots. Alright, that's fine then. Of course. Always indicators as soon as I go into the bank. Think that's the blobs that are hanging around outside, so I'm gonna try to ignore them. Let's wear our earplugs and let's just go to sleep. Oh, I forgot I've still got a cold. And we woke up at 2 a.m. Come on, get me through to dawn at least. And now we can't sleep. Fine. Good enough. No blobs, I don't want to fight you. I don't know why there's a million of you in the area recently. Not sure I pulped all the zombies that were in the area earlier. I think I've got a lot of zombies nearby. I got busy trying to fight with save files and auto pulp and so on. I think I forgot to pulp a few. Oh well. Alright, so I've got items. I need to move these cargo spaces. And let's just keep ripping out cargo spaces for now. Working at night's probably a better thing. I should have been doing this originally. Okay, I got all 6 cargo spaces out. I'll look at transferring the turrets as well when I'm done. And the car battery. And possibly the tanks. I'm going to leave that in for now. Let me get these cargo spaces done and get my inventory in the vehicle. That's the primary goal. Try to put my body in a place where I have less visibility in either direction. Okay, first cargo space going in. Whoops, I don't have the roof done on this one. Save. Install. Heavy duty roof. With the welder. And... Alright, now I need to think about this. No welders there, no welders there. Acid zombie coming for me. Trying to transfer some gas. I want to let that van run for a while and use the welding system I've got in it instead of my battery powered welders. Blobs are all over the place. It's gonna be so irritating. Blobs, get out of my damn vehicle. Come on, follow me over here. Alright, how are you looking, vehicle? Our battery's at 45%. Try this again. Examine, siphon, fill. Oops. Examine, siphon, fill. That. Alright, good enough for now. Alright, so it's got plenty of gas. Let's try to put in a cargo space finally. We've got the roof in, so install cargo space. Alright, got it in. Batteries at 100%. Hello, Blob, wandering around in my car again. Alright, gonna have to rip out the aisles to put in cargo spaces, but we'll do this other cargo space first. Getting closer. Remove the aisle. Alright, we need some food and water first. I'm going to try to finish this last one before I go to sleep. Oof. Definitely gonna have to cook up some, boil up some water here pretty quick. Like right damn now. I've got mess kits. I think I can use one of those. Let's do that actually. Let's do, food. Let's do... How much tea can I do? Ooh, I can do lots of tea. Let's do 15 tea. Use the water supply. And consume one. Pour into a container. Canteen. Pour into a container. Gallon jug. Alright, that should hold me for a little bit. A couple big batches of tea. Hopefully I've got enough odd foods that I can keep eating to finish this up. Just want to get this van moving. We're getting pretty close. I don't have a lot of more work to do on it. Let's get this last cargo space in. Alright, our 6 cargo spaces are in. I've got 3 more I'm going to put in eventually, but I don't have any here with me immediately, so these will stay this way for the moment. That'll let me get all of my gear in the van, and we can actually get out of this area, and then do some more work elsewhere. Probably... God, that's actually going to suck, because I used to have a farm somewhere over here that I could go to that had the well out front and vegetables in the fields and raw materials I could build with. So the map changes screwed me that way. Maybe I'll just go hang out up near that swamp. Okay, so... Crap. I don't think it's using the battery power for the welding. I think it's still pulling it from these. Maybe not. I don't know where it's pulling it from. Whatever. Alright, so we got the welding rig in. I don't have the chemistry station yet. We're going to be on the lookout for that. Chemistry station will go here. I'll leave a space open where I can move through. Let's put in... Let's throw an aisle light in there real quick. Right there's fine. And what else do I want to do this thing? I'm going to rip more stuff off of it for spare parts. Do I pull the spiked plating to put on the front of the security van? No, need to wait on that. I need to install that storage battery that I've got. Should be able to go here, I think. Yep, storage battery. There we go. I would love a quick release for it, but just throw that thing in for now. Oh, now we're dead tired. No, finish this. Alright, now we've got power. Almost forgot I had that thing. I've been lugging that storage battery around for a while. Okay, so we got plenty of power for welding if we need it using the rig. I need to sleep again and then do an inventory shuffle, and I think I'm going to drive out of here. We'll do any other mods somewhere else. I just got to figure out what else I'm going to pull off of this thing. Pull the turrets off, and beyond that, I'll probably pull both tanks off because they're in good condition and I need some extra tanks. I'll pull the mirrors and the headlights. Do I pull the wheels? I'll think about that, but let's go sleep first. We're dead tired. I've got tea, I've got almost no food on me. Grab nachos. Alright, nachos and pork sticks. Yummy, yummy. Let's see if we can get into the bank without attracting too much attention and go to sleep. I think this is all blobs, blobs, blobs. I don't know what's going on with the blobs. Again, I think something's broke. They just don't stop. Alright, I think I've still got my... Yeah, I've still got my earplugs in. Forgot to take them out. Let's have some cough syrup. I don't need the non-drowsy, so that's fine. Let's also take a vitamin. And have some meat jerky. And then go to sleep. Much better. Oh, cough syrup wore off. Woke us up at 3:30 a.m. That's fine. Let's have some nachos and pork sticks. Come on, pork sticks. There we go. Alright, we're full. And have some tea from our canteen. Good enough. Do I think this will be my last? I take these with me? I can. Alright, we're going to take... God damn it, blob. Get out of the way. Autosave again. It's been too long since a crash. I'm going to get paranoid. Alright, let's finish up some of this and get out of here. Don't let me forget my welders down here. I don't need them as much, but that's a lot of battery power and portable welding available to me. What else was I going to do? Let's get the inventory in the vehicle first. That's the most important thing.